Now, this fight was horrific, and I died twice
But I
on my first playthrough. But I'm on easy mode this time, so I anticipate this will be an easy fight on this time around. I'm not here for difficulty this time. I'm just here for the story.
Here, Starguard. They call me the Oracle.
That's incredible.
Yes, she is.
I know you. Don't I?
Yes, you do.
I was Volta, a Z-Lace, then Scout, and now something else.
All this. Is this what I am? Am I like you?
I cannot tell you what you are. Look within and remember. Remember when the Earth was alive and the Titans walked the land. In one voice they sang a chorus of creation and of connection.
Isatunal. The song.
You're never gonna get this story if you only played the first hour of the game.
melody was already lost.
But the writing is childish.
The dwarves.
We were always just shattered fragments of a greater whole.
The stone sense. My magic.
But bioware
It's Titan magic.
shitty writing. Dragon Age the Veilguard has shitty writing.
Why did this happen? Why do I remember Isatunal? What happened to the Titans?
There's something else here. It's found you.
Hang on. Hold that thought. We're gonna do this fight, but we're gonna have a conversation as soon as we wrap up this fight, because there's more story, and this is a great part to talk about how reversing it on the haters. Dragon Age Veilguard has horrible writing and it has nothing to do with the original Dragon Age games, and this doesn't have anything to do with the story of Thedas or Dragon Age. This is all about the lore of the dwarves and why they don't have dreams and what happened to them and the Titans, their forebears. Oh my god, is the Harding story so badass. Let's wreck this guy and then we'll have the rest of that conversation.
I didn't do anything!
Oh, I missed it. You know what, buddy?
Deep stalkers. That construct probably riled up the wildlife.
Watch the teeth!
You're terrifying, Josh.
That's definitely easier on easy mode. Holy crap, I died like twice when I did that fight on the normal adventure mode. Exactly, Thandar. Like, my scaly butt, it doesn't connect back. Exactly. This is the perfect example of a storyline that arcs back all the way to the first Dragon Age game and the deep roads and everything
Everyone
about
alive?
dwarves.
Did you feel it? Fury. Such fury. And with you as its mark.
Me? But why?
Yes. Why? Why? This is storytelling. This is writing.
Good question. Harding hasn't done anything bad, right?
There are horrors in the depths. They have awakened to you now. Look within for your answers. And beware.
No, wait! I have more questions!
Huh. She does that. Riddles, riddles, riddles. Oh, I'm a rock.
Those weren't answers! She gave me nothing! Come back!
Look at the eyes.
Make
Did you
her
see
come
that?
back.
Harding.
Ugh. It's all right. I'm all right. Sorry. We're done. Let's just get out of here.
Now, there should be an immediate follow-up to this back at the lighthouse, I think. Let's go double check that. But the point I want to make here, because you don't get the full story unless we, play the game out and play Harding's story through to its completion. Okay, it's going to do the follow-up
Oh,
immediately.
hey.
Perfect.
You've had a lot to deal with lately. Rock magic, the Oracle.
We barely learned anything. And why was I attacked? This was supposed to be a good thing.
One small hurdle doesn't erase what's good about this.
I just wish I knew what to do.
No matter what, we'll make sure you're safe.
How?
We watch out for you and prepare for a fight.
You think it'll be a fight?
When is it not?
Maybe there's nothing to do now, but wait and see. I'm grateful for all your encouragement. This would be so much harder without your support.
Anytime, Harding. Anytime.
Harding left the Oracle Sanctum disappointed.
This is important.
Maybe she'd expected too much. Maybe there were no answers to be had. Seething with questions, she forgot the Oracle's dire warning. But far below the surface, something was moving, determined to be seen, and fighting to be remembered.
Now, the whole arc for Harding ties into the lore of the dwarves and their forebears, the Titans, and why dwarves can't dream. And this ties into that whole Morrigan conversation, but also the memory stones that we get of the wolf statues, and listening back to Solus's memory of how, the elven gods, in order to win the war against the Titans, they stole the Titans' dreams, which created the blight, right? And then that caused dwarves to no longer have dreams. That's why dwarves can't dream, because they're Titans in little form. And this all ties back into the dwarves and elven lore of this whole game. And whenever as I was watching in my first playthrough, seeing all the Harding story unfold, every single time I see someone who says that this game has horrible writing, right, they use their own blood, they use the Titan's blood to create physical form. Like, there's all this stuff, like, in the lore of the creation of the dwarves and elves. And if you sit there and say the Dragon Age Veilguard has bad writing, and that it doesn't tie back to the original the first three Dragon Age games, you literally don't know what you're talking about. This is exceptionally good writing, and this is, like, from a top level down, high level storytelling. It's part of world building, creating epic story arcs. Now, are there individual moments in the game where the writing is lower quality, like especially in the early hours of the game? Sure. This goes back to the early hours of the game. Harding is much more simplistic. Bellara is much more simplistic. We don't learn about Bellara's brother until much deeper into Bellara's storyline. So, in order to even get to this part of the game, in order to even understand the whole arc that Harding has, and the story of the dwarves and the Titans and the elves and the formation of the Blight and the formation of the Fade and all this other stuff, you have to actually play the game. You actually have to go through the storyline. And if you've only played the first hour and a half, 2 hours of the game, and then you refunded it on Steam to leave a nasty review because the writing sucks, that's on you. That is a you problem. That's like looking from the outside in from a restaurant and saying, I think that burger looks like it tastes nasty, so I'm going to say that burger tastes nasty, even if I've never actually taken a bite of that burger in the first place. Like, You actually have to go in and sit down and eat the burger. Maybe your first bite, you don't like their seasoning, you don't like the flavor, but you eat the first bite because someone of it's what if it's a poisoned burger and I take one bite and I get sick? That's what happened here. Gave me food poisoning. People will always find ways to excuse they'll cherry pick the data to find whatever they want to support their point of view. It's like wine tasting cordial and being disappointed, sure, or like claiming that bourbon is as good as single malt.